Whiskers, the orange tabby kitten, curled up on his favorite corner of the hayloft, the golden glow of the setting sun warming his fur. As his eyes closed, his purring slowed, and he drifted into a deep sleep. In his dream, Whiskers transformed into the heroic Super Whiskers, a fearless feline ready to take on any challenge. Out of nowhere, a giant, evil feather swooped into the dream. Its fluttering movements were playful yet menacing, tickling Super Whiskers relentlessly. Whiskers giggled and squirmed, trying to fend it off, but the feather was quick, darting just out of reach. "No one tickles Super Whiskers," he declared with dramatic flair, his tail flicking like a superhero cape. Determined to stop the feather's mischief, Super Whiskers unleashed his laser-eyed whisker zaps, aiming precisely at the mischievous villain. Zap! Zap! But the feather dodged every attack, its slippery form weaving effortlessly through the air. The chase was on. The feather flitted toward the barnyard, and Whiskers followed, leaping with lightning speed. He cornered it by a bucket of water near the barn door. "This is the end for you, Feather," Whiskers proclaimed, crouching low to pounce. The feather hovered mockingly above the bucket. Whiskers launched himself into the air, but at the last second, the feather flapped away, leaving him to crash into the bucket with a dramatic splash. Soaked and sputtering, Whiskers climbed out, shaking droplets everywhere. "Slipperier than a greased pig," he muttered, his fur sticking up like a damp mop. But his determination burned brighter than ever. The feather led him next to the pig pen, its wispy form fluttering just above the muddy ground. Whiskers narrowed his eyes. "You think a little mud can stop me?" He leapt again, paws outstretched. This time, the feather dodged upward, leaving Whiskers to land face first in the thick, squishy mud. The pigs burst into laughter, snorting and oinking as Whiskers emerged, a soggy, mud-covered mess. "Super Whiskers always gets his villain," he declared defiantly, though his muddy face made it hard to look dignified. The chase continued through fluffy white clouds, over rooftops, and back to the barn. Each time Super Whiskers thought he had the feather cornered, it managed to escape. His frustration grew, but so did his resolve. Finally, just as he was about to make one last heroic leap, Whiskers woke up with a jolt. His heart raced as he swatted at his own tail, mistaking it for the evil feather. Realizing it was all a dream, he relaxed back into the soft hay with a sigh. "Next time, Feather," he murmured sleepily, his whiskers twitching. "Next time." The barn was quiet, but in his dreams, the adventures of Super Whiskers were only beginning.